So we've been asked to simplify the rational expression x squared minus 9 over x cubed plus 8 divided by x plus 3 over x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2 times 1 over x squared minus 1. And the first step in any rational expression problem where you have to simplify it is to factor any polynomial that can be factored. And so I look here and I have a difference of squares. Here I have a sum of cubes. This cannot be factored. This can be factored. This cannot be factored. And this can be factored. So I'm going to go through and factor each of these. And I'm going to start with this polynomial here, x squared minus 9, which factors to x plus 3 and x minus 3. And then this polynomial, x cubed plus 8, that's a sum of cubes. And that's going to factor to x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. Now, this division sign is the same as if I multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to take this x plus 3 and put it on the bottom. And then this x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2, I'm going to factor that by grouping. Since we have 4 terms, normally if you have 4 terms, you're going to want to group that. And so I'm going to come up here, I'm going to factor that by grouping. So I'm going to take this polynomial here and I'm going to write x cubed and 2x squared. How would you factor that? Well, I would factor out an x squared. And I would be left with x plus 2. And then here I've got minus x minus 2. And I would just factor out a minus 1. And what are you left with? X plus 2. Okay? Because negative 1 times x plus 2 is negative x minus 2. So what are your factors? Your factors will be the common factor, x plus 2, times the other factors put together. So x squared minus 1. And normally, I would say to you, well, x squared minus 1 is a difference of squares, and you have to factor that. However, I noticed that out here I have x squared minus 1 also. And so I don't necessarily need to factor that because those two are going to cancel out. Okay? So now I've got everything factored. And once you get everything factored, you're going to cross out anything that's on the opposites. In other words, I've got x plus 3 on top, x plus 3 on bottom, and those are going to cancel each other out. X plus 3 divided by x plus 3 is 1. X squared minus 1 divided by x squared minus 1 is 1. Here x plus 2 and x plus 2 will cancel. And basically, look what you have left. You have x minus 3 times 1, which is x minus 3. And you have x squared minus 2x plus 4 times 1 times 1 times 1. So we'll write that on the bottom, x squared minus 2x plus 4. And there's nothing else you can simplify or cancel out, so that's your answer. So it goes from a very difficult problem to a very simple problem if you know how to factor everything. If you have any questions, please come see me.